She felt the shove before she heard the words. Her belly hit the glass display, and as designer bags crashed around her, her ex-boyfriend's voice echoed through the mall. Still trapping men with fake pregnancies? What he didn't know. Her husband owned everything he'd ever love. Sophia's hands trembled as she touched the Chanel display at Galleria department store. 7 months pregnant, her belly pressed against silk dresses she could now afford, but still felt unworthy of wearing. 8 months ago, she'd been homeless, bleeding on a Soul Street corner, abandoned. Now she wore a platinum wedding band that cost more than most people's cars. Don't think about him. He's gone. You're safe now. But safety felt fragile when your past could walk through any door. Across the city, Sion Wu sat in his glass penthouse office, watching 6 security monitors simultaneously. On screen 3, Sophia, shopping alone despite his protests. "Sir, should we send more men?" his assistant asked. "She needs to feel normal." Sion Wu's jaw tightened. "But if anyone gets within 3 feet of her?" Understood. He'd built an empire on fear and precision, controlled every corner of Seoul's underground. But he couldn't control the nightmares that woke his wife screaming, couldn't erase the scars her ex-boyfriend had left. His phone buzzed. Security footage showed Sophia frozen, staring across the mall. Sion Wu's blood went cold. He knew that look. Back at Galleria, Sophia's shopping bag slipped from her fingers. Across the marble floor, past the fountain and designer storefronts, she saw him. Dae-jung, her ex-boyfriend. Yet the man who'd thrown her into the rain while she bled their baby. The man who'd called her a black gold digger and laughed while his mother spat in her face. He was walking toward her, smiling, holding hands with a beautiful Korean woman dripping in diamonds. And he hadn't seen her yet. Sophia's hand went to her belly. Her daughter kicked hard, as if sensing danger. "Run!" her instincts screamed. But her feet wouldn't move. Comment below. What would you do if you saw your ex who destroyed you? Run or stand your ground? Well, well. Dae-jung's voice cut through the mall noise like broken glass. "Sophia?" She turned slowly, forced herself to meet his eyes. Dae-jung. His girlfriend, fiancée, judging by the rock on her finger, looked Sophia up and down with obvious disgust. "This is the one you told me about?" "In the flesh." Dae-jung circled Sophia like a predator. Looking pregnant. Again, how convenient. Sophia's throat closed. "Excuse me." She tried to walk past. He blocked her path. "Who's the father this time, Sophia? Another Korean man you trapped?" His voice rose, drawing stares. "Let me guess. You lost my baby on purpose, then found someone new to scam within a week?" The words hit like fists. Shoppers stopped, pulling out phones. "Move," Sophia whispered. "Answer the question." He stepped closer, invading her space. "Whose baby is that? Because we both know you lost mine, or did you lie about that too?" "You killed our baby." Sophia's voice cracked. "Your mother threw me out in a rainstorm. I was bleeding for hours. Don't blame your body's failures on my family." Dae-jung's eyes were ice. "You probably got pregnant by the next guy before my son was even cold." His fiancée laughed, high and cruel. "Is this how black women operate? Get pregnant, lose it, find another sponsor?" Sophia's vision blurred. The mall spun. Her hand pressed against her belly protectively. Then Dae-jung shoved her. Not hard, just enough. Sophia stumbled backward. Her heel caught on the marble. She crashed into a Louis Vuitton display, bags exploding around her like shrapnel. Glass shattered. Pain shot through her back. The baby kicked frantically. Silence fell like a guillotine. Sophia lay there, dress torn, surrounded by luxury goods and broken glass, while her ex-boyfriend stood over her, smiling. "Stay down where you belong," Dae-jung said quietly. Sophia's wrists screamed as she tried to push up. Blood trickled from her palm where glass had bitten skin, but worse than the pain was the fear. "Please let the baby be okay. Please." She felt movement, a kick. Relief flooded her. "This is assault." A security guard approached nervously. "Sir, I need you to... Do you know who I am?" Dae-jung didn't even look at him. "My father owns half the buildings in Gangnam. One call and you're unemployed." The guard hesitated, stepped back. Sophia's face burned with humiliation. Dozens of phones pointed at her, recording, posting, making her trauma into entertainment. Get up. Don't let him see you broken. She struggled to her feet, one hand cradling her belly. Her dress was torn at the knee. Mascara streaked her cheeks. I'm leaving, she said quietly. Not until you admit it. Daejung blocked her path again, his fiancé filming everything with a vicious smile. Admit you're a gold-digging... Move aside. A new voice, cold, precise, dangerous. Everyone turned. A man in a black suit stood 10 feet away. Not tall, but presence filled the space like a storm front. His face was beautiful and terrifying. Sharp cheekbones, cold eyes, the kind of stillness that predators had before they struck. Two men in matching suits flanked him. Not security, something else, something worse. Sophia's heart stopped. Seon Woo. He'd told her to call if she needed him. She hadn't had time. He came anyway. Daejung looked him up and down dismissively. This doesn't concern you. Walk away. Seon Woo's eyes never left Sophia. He saw her torn dress, her bleeding hand, the way she protectively cradled their daughter. Something dark and final settled across his features. I don't think I will. Who the hell are you? Daejung's bravado had cracks now. Something in the stranger's eyes made people instinctively step back. Someone who doesn't appreciate bullies. Seon Woo moved forward with a predatory grace. The pregnant woman you just assaulted, I suggest you apologize. Daejung laughed. You suggest? Listen, whoever you are, apologize. Not a request, a command. Or what? Daejung puffed up. You'll fight me in public, I'll have you arrested. My family... Your family is irrelevant. Seon Woo stopped 3 feet away, close enough that Daejung had to look up slightly. Apologize to her. Now. Sophia wanted to speak, to tell Seon Woo she was fine, but her voice had disappeared into the pain radiating through her back. Daejung's fiancé stepped forward, phone still recording. This is harassment. Oh, we're the victims here. She probably staged this for sympathy. Seon Woo raised one hand. Didn't speak. Didn't threaten. 6 more men in black suits materialized from the crowd, surrounding them in a loose circle, not threatening. Just present. The mall security guards suddenly looked very interested in other parts of the building. What? Daejung's face paled. What is this? An opportunity. Seon Woo crouched beside Sophia, voice softening. Yobo, can you stand? The Korean term of endearment, darling, made Daejung's eyes widen. I'm okay, Sophia whispered. You're bleeding. Seon Woo's jaw clenched as he examined her hand. Our daughter? Moving. She's okay. Our daughter? Daejung's voice climbed. Wait. You married her? You actually married this... He never finished the sentence. Seon Woo stood, turned, and smiled. The kind of smile that made smart people run. Yes, he said pleasantly. I married this extraordinary woman, and you are? Daejung opened his mouth, closed it, opened it again. Because suddenly, finally, he recognized the face. Every drop of blood drained from his features. Oh God. You're Seon Woo. Daejung stumbled backward. Oh God, you're him. His fiancée looked confused. Who? Shut up. Daejung couldn't take his eyes off Seon Woo. They call you the Shadow King. You control... He couldn't finish. Sophia watched recognition and terror war on her ex's face. She'd seen that same fear 8 months ago, but on her own reflection, 8 months earlier. You think my son would ruin his life for a black foreigner and her trap baby? Daejung's mother had screamed, pushing Sophia toward the door. Get out before I call the police and tell them you're trespassing. Please, I'm bleeding. Sophia had clutched her 3-month belly, cramping violently. Something's wrong. Good. Maybe you'll lose it and stop this ridiculous scam. Daejung stood by, silent, as his mother shoved Sophia into the pouring rain. My son is engaged to a proper woman. You were just entertainment. Sophia had run blindly through Gangnam, rain and blood mixing on her legs. She'd stumbled into traffic without looking. Tires screeched. A black Mercedes stopped inches from her body. Sion Woo had gotten out, taken one look at her bleeding and broken, and said, "Hospital, now." 6 hours of emergency care. Their son, she'd been carrying a boy, didn't survive. Sion Woo had stayed, held her hand while she sobbed, arranged a private room, asked nothing. "Why are you helping me?" she'd whispered on day 3. "Because no one helped me when I needed it most." His eyes had been distant. "And I won't let that happen to someone else, not if I can stop it." He'd offered protection, marriage, safety. She'd accepted because dying seemed easier than living alone. Present moment. Sophia touched Sion Woo's arm. "Take me home." "Not yet." His eyes never left Daejung. "We're not finished." "Sophia, please." Daejung's voice shook. "I didn't know. I swear I didn't know you'd married him." "You didn't know she was married to me?" Sion Woo said calmly. "Or you didn't know she was worth basic human decency." Silence. "I need you to understand something." Sion Woo stepped beside Sophia. Not in front of her, beside her. Equal, protected, but not hidden. 8 months ago, this woman was bleeding in the street because your family threw her out like garbage. Do you know where I found her?" Daejung said nothing. Standing in traffic. She'd given up. Wanted to die rather than face another day of the pain you caused. Sion Woo's hand found Sophia's, fingers intertwining. "I rushed her to my private hospital. Doctors worked for 6 hours. But your son, yes, your son, was already gone." Daejung's fiance's phone slipped slightly. Even she looked uncomfortable. "She miscarried him at 14 weeks while you celebrated your engagement." Sion Woo's voice remained pleasant, terrifying. "She was alone, bleeding, destroyed, and you blocked her number so you'd never have to hear about it." "I didn't know." "You didn't want to know. There's a difference." Sion Woo turned to Sophia, voice softening. "Yobo, do you want me to handle this, or do you want to speak?" Sophia looked at her ex-boyfriend, the man who'd promised her forever, then discarded her when forever became inconvenient. She thought she'd feel rage, vindication, victory. Instead, she just felt tired. "You left me to die," she said quietly. "This man saved me. He gave me a home when I had none, held me through nightmares, felt our daughter kick for the first time and cried." Her voice strengthened. "He's more of a man than you'll ever be." Sion Woo's thumb traced her wedding ring. A small gesture, intimate. "I love my wife," Sion Woo said simply. "I love our daughter, and you just pushed them." The temperature dropped 10 degrees. "What do you want?" Daejung's voice cracked. "Money? I can pay—" "I don't want your money." Sion Woo pulled out his phone. One text. I want you to understand consequences." 30 seconds later, Daejung's phone exploded with calls. His face went from pale to green as he answered. "Father? What?" He listened. No, that's not—" "You can't be serious." His hand shook. "He's lying. Sion Woo doesn't own—" He looked at Sion Woo. His father was still screaming through the phone. 6 months ago, Sion Woo said conversationally, your company needed an investor. Emergency influx after some unfortunate scandals. Someone embezzling, tax fraud, the usual. Dae-jung's face went white. Your father came to me. Begged, actually. I bought controlling interest at 40 cents on the dollar. Sion Woo smiled. I own your family's legacy, your trust fund, your future. You planned this? No. Sion Woo's smile vanished. I bought the company because it was good business. I didn't know you existed. Sophia never told me your name. She wanted to forget you. But today? He stepped closer. Today you touched my pregnant wife. Today you made this personal. His men moved in, surrounding Dae-jung and his fiancée. Your father has a choice, Sion Woo continued. Keep you as heir or keep his company. He chose the company 30 seconds ago. You're fired, disinherited, cut off. No. Your cars repossessed, your apartment foreclosed, your credit cards canceled. Each word was a hammer blow. Your fiance's family already broke the engagement. Check her left hand. Dae-jung looked. The ring was gone. His fiancée backed away, melting into the crowd. You destroyed my life. Dae-jung lunged forward. Seon-woo's men caught him effortlessly. No. Seon-woo's voice was ice. You destroyed your own life the day you threw away the best thing that ever happened to you. Comment. Do you think Dae-jung deserves what's happening? Or is it to security escorted Dae-jung away, not mall security, Seon-woo's men? The crowd dispersed, whispers and phone videos spreading across Seoul like wildfire. Sophia stood among shattered glass and designer bags, trembling. Hospital. Seon-woo touched her elbow gently. Now. I'm fine. You're bleeding. Our daughter needs to be checked. Non-negotiable. In the car, his armored Mercedes, the same one that had nearly killed her 8 months ago, Sophia finally broke. I should feel victorious, she whispered, but I just feel empty. Seon-woo said nothing, just held her hand as his driver navigated Seoul traffic. At his private hospital, Worritu doctors confirmed what Sophia already knew. The baby was fine. She was fine. Bruised, shaken, but fine. Alone in the examination room afterwards, Sophia stared at her reflection. Designer maternity dress torn, makeup ruined, wedding ring glinting. What are we? She asked when Seon-woo returned. He paused. What do you mean? This marriage. This life. She turned to face him. You saved me because you're a good person. You married me to protect me, but Seon-woo... Her voice cracked. Did you do all of this today out of duty, or... Stop. He crossed to her in 3 strides, cupped her face with hands that had broken bones and built empires. You think I demolished that man's entire existence out of duty? I don't know what to think. 8 months ago, I pulled a bleeding stranger from traffic and my life changed forever. His thumbs traced her cheekbones. You were supposed to be a charitable act, a good deed, protection for someone who needed it. And then you smiled at me. His voice dropped. Then you rested your hand on your belly while reading, and I wondered what our daughter would look like. Then you fell asleep on my couch watching dramas, and I couldn't imagine coming home to an empty house ever again. Tears streaked Sophia's face. I didn't marry you out of pity, Sophia. I married you because I was falling in love with you and too terrified to admit it. 6 months later, Sophia sat in her penthouse nursery, moonlight spilling across her daughter's sleeping face. Jimin. Wisdom and beauty. 8 pounds of perfect miracle. She has your nose, Seon-woo whispered from the doorway. She has your stubborn chin. Sophia smiled. She screamed for an hour because I tried to change her diaper wrong. My daughter. Pride dripped from his voice. He crossed the room, wrapped arms around Sophia from behind. My family. Through the window, Seoul glittered below, a city Seon-woo controlled from shadows, but up here in this room, he was just a father, just a husband. I saw him today, Sophia said quietly. Seon-woo stiffened. Dae-jung? At a convenience store, he was working the register. Couldn't meet my eyes. She touched Jimin's tiny hand. His father disowned him completely. His mother moved to Busan to escape the scandal. He has nothing. Do you feel sorry for him? Sophia thought about it. Really thought. No, she said finally. I feel free. He doesn't haunt me anymore. He's just a man who made terrible choices and has to live with them. She looked up at Seon-woo. But I'm not defined by what he did to me. Not anymore. No, you're not. He kissed her temple. You're defined by your strength, your kindness, how you turned pain into purpose. Last month, Sophia had opened a foundation for pregnant women escaping abuse. 14 women in their first shelter. More coming. She was building something beautiful from ashes. I love you, Sophia whispered. I loved you first. Seon-woo's arms tightened. The moment you stepped in front of my car, I was yours. Jimin stirred, tiny fist waving. Sophia lifted her daughter, breathed in that newborn sweetness, and realized something profound. Some women don't just survive their worst moments, they rise from them wearing crowns and teach their daughters to do the same. What part of Sophia's journey inspired you most? Drop a comment and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful love stories that prove second chances are real.